Should we get into questions?
Yeah, we should do questions.
Okay. Becca's going to really relate to this one.
Oh, God. What is it?
Girl, how the fuck do I meet men out of college? I literally work all the time during the week. And then when I go out on the weekends, I don't meet any decent men.
Okay, I'll tell you how. Literally Google, whatever city you're in, first of all, look up D-list celebrities that live in that city. And then just start DMing them. And then one of them will fly you out. Or, look up, athletes around. Or, I'm just into athletes. Maybe it's just me.
Yeah, same.
I would say just start DMing people. That's what I do. And you're hot. She looks hot.
Yeah, you're hot.
You don't even have to be hot. Just, DM people.
Just DM people. Or when you're out at the bar,
I can't. I don't know. I don't talk to guys.
That's what Becca struggles with. Because she just, either gets so fucked up or just gets so annoyed. Or
dude,
both.
I get so blacked out at the bars that guys are scared of me, and also I'm scary. I don't even know what's wrong with me.
Yeah, they do definitely get scared of her.
I would too.
One of the friends of the guy that I've been hanging out with said to me every time I've met Becca, she's been faded. I was like, I know.
I don't know, you guys. Maybe I haven't. Anyway, yeah, I would say social media. Just
yeah, I would say social media. I honestly have had no luck with dating apps.
I would also I would say wherever you go, be open and warm and inviting. I don't do this, but you could. You could just seem you're approachable, and look good, feel good, and be confident. Even if you're going to get coffee or something,
I agree.
Walk
your
around,
energy says a lot. People. Your energy will either attract or unattract people. I've noticed that a lot in the past year.
And when you look good, you feel good. So I've noticed that when I don't look good, I close myself off and I don't want to talk to anyone, which is fine. I don't want to meet a guy when I look bad. But anyway, yeah, just have open energy, and then guys will naturally come to you. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
Okay, next question. How to make a man be more in love with you than you are with him?
Pull away. Do a psychology thing.
It is a psychology thing. You need to make them think that you don't like them.
Yeah.
Because we talk about this all the time. Guys always think that girls are obsessed with them and in love with them. So, and then they're she's crazy. She wants to date me just because you're I like you. So you need to really play it cool.
Here's the thing, guys.
And I'd be why doesn't she like me?
Yeah. Guys will forgive if you have a crazy night, when you're crazy, and you're being where are you, blah, blah, you can change it. Pull away for a while, and then he'll be wait, maybe she doesn't like me. But anyway, don't reach out to him. Wait for him. I would say even one day, if you're not dating, take a whole day and if he texts you, don't answer until the next day and pretend nothing happened. So that worked. That made this one guy insanely he was what? Is Becca not like me anymore? Anyway, yeah, just pull away and be really distant, and if he texts you, take a while to reply, and then post that you're somewhere, and then reply to him. I don't know.
I also think that when you're not physically with him, you should be really distant over text.
Yeah.
And then when you're with him, you should be really affectionate and sweet and nice.
That way he'll want to be with you in person.
Yeah, he'll want to be. Yeah. He'll want to be with you in person.
But also be super don't be cold. Be warm and happy when you talk to him. But I mean distant in the way of less and less randomly you'll be less and less don't send him paragraphs about your day. Don't do that.
Right. You need to space out when you answer him. You don't need to be texting him every day all day.
No.
Because he's gonna be
he's gonna get bored.
All on my phone she's
you need to have some mystery. So just create mystery around you, and something attracted him to you in the first place. So figure out remember the person that you or the way you acted right when you first started talking, and then just start acting like that again.
Yeah, that's a good one. And I think guys, if you're listening, you need to take that advice too. Sometimes they get too comfortable with me.
Yeah.
And I'm I want you to just be who you are 3 months ago.
Yes. Don't you? Have you seen that tweet that it's you're not acting like the idealized version?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Or I fall in love with ideas of guys that I have in my head that are not real people. And so when they stop acting, when they act different than that, I'm
when
ew.
they break character, I'm okay. Why did we break the fourth wall over here?
Babe, you're not going by the script now.
You're not going by the
script. That wasn't part of it.
You were not supposed to ever say that. You were not supposed to ever act like that.
Ew, that was weird. Yeah, do you ever get the ick? Ugh.
Oh my God.
You can't go back after that.
Yeah, you cannot go back. Once a guy gets... There was this one guy, when we were coming down here to, like, record, like, 4 episodes at a time, like, over the summer, there was this one guy, and I had met him, like, once.
Oh, I remember.
And I was like, oh my God, like, I'm gonna move to Nashville and date him. Like, that's just how it's gonna be. And then the second time I saw him, I came into the Airbnb the next night, and I was like, Becca, I hate that man. Like, I don't ever want to see him again. And that I never saw him again.
No, she hasn't.
Like, there's no coming back from the ick.
Nope.
At all. Okay. I've been following you, and you seem to know a lot about boys. So there was a guy I had a talking stage with, and he was really amazing for like a month, and I thought we had a really good connection. But then he started ignoring me and talking about other girls in front of me. He ended up ghosting me for a few weeks and then told me he missed me. When he said that, I just completely wanted him again, and we hooked up, and then he told me he liked my friend. He's clearly a piece of shit, but I still like him. Any tips on how to get over him?
So don't beat yourself up for liking pieces of shit, because I've been there and done that, and still I do that all the time. So I would honestly, yeah, I don't know. Well, okay. You secretly still like him. So if you want to get him back, all you have to do is be really distant, and like when he talks about other girls in front of you, he's testing you. So the way you react is like if he's saying he likes your friend, the way you react is literally like so important. So don't be overly emotional towards him. Do not send him long paragraphs.
Don't snap at him and like yell at him. Don't act crazy.
Mean. Don't act crazy.
He wants to see if he can get you like crazy.
Yeah, and so when he said he missed you, it's because he was like, oh, you were doing something right when he said he missed you, but you shouldn't have. I mean, you can't go back in time.
Personally, I think like the whole I like your friend and like talking about other girls in front of you, like I feel like that he like crossed the line of disrespect.
That's really disrespectful.
And the way you like look at it to get over him is you have to look at it as like it's embarrassing that you're still like sticking around for that, and you don't want him to look at you like you are like gonna put up with that, and that you're like this little puppy dog and you're just gonna like follow him. Like I feel like once like a guy disrespects me, I'm like, okay, even if I still do like him, I can't go back to him because I look stupid and I care like what they think of me. Like I want them to look at me as like, oh, she was like a good girl, like she was strong and like had respect for herself and like left.
I was gonna say like how to get him back, but then I remembered, I think you're right. One time this guy who I one day want to tell a story time about this guy, but we had been together for like a year, kind of like on and off, like, and he sees Alyssa out, and then he asks to see, and my other friend.
Oh,
Paige,
yeah, this is bad.
He asked to see her ass, and then he asked my other friend. Anyway, he was hitting on my friends, and I had to cut him off. I will never talk to him again because the way he like looks at me is more important to me than like than him. So your dignity is so important, and I think like that is. Your friends are like crossing a line that can never go back. Like you cannot. If he is talking about your friends.
When he started hitting on me, I was like shook.
Yeah, because we were like together.
You like talk highly of him. Yes, like you did.
And we were like at breakfast. We were like at breakfast that morning.
And then that night he was like, "You look good. Like, let me see your whole ass." And I was like, I would literally. 30 seconds before, I was like, yeah, me and Becca are moving in together at the end of like
he knows that we have a podcast together. Like what?
I was like, she's literally my best friend, and then he proceeded to hit on me. Like that was just like blatant. Like
that's disrespectful. Yeah, friends do not let him talk about your friends. That you need to draw the line there.
That's like where I draw the line.
What you should do, you should say that it was like unattractive and weird when he did that. Like just like insult, make him insecure.
It's honestly funny that I'm sitting here being like, that's crossing a line.
I know.
The server Instagram man.
There's more.
Every time he posts one of his friends, I literally swipe up and I'm like, they're so hot.
Yeah.
And then one day he was like so fed up with it. He was like, okay, I think Becca's hot. And I was like, are you seriously calling my friend hot right now? That is so disrespectful.
Yeah,
we got into like a little fight about it. It was really cute.
Okay, don't be like Alyssa. But yeah, friends, are crossing a line.
Yeah. Unless you're a girl, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
You can do whatever.
Okay, this one is literally my favorite one because I can relate.
Oh God, it looks really long.
It's not that long. Hey, Becca and Alyssa. So I've been in a relationship for 2 years, but there's this one guy who I talked to for a while before I started dating my current boyfriend, and it still gets to me. I've seen him quite a few times in the past couple years, and every time I see him, there's this undeniable attraction. We always find ourselves flirting and even Snapchatting on occasion. He's the biggest fuckboy ever. He is also very, very dumb, and I know I could never trust him, but for some reason, he still makes me want to cheat on my boyfriend every time I'm around him. I just have this irrational love for him, and sometimes it gets in the way of me being happy in my relationship. I was wondering if you guys had any advice.
So at least it seems like you're self-aware. You know, here are the facts. You are romanticizing a guy that, like, is definitely not that person. He sounds like he sucks, but, like, I get it. You want to cheat. All you have to do, break up with your boyfriend and then hang out with him. Who cares? But, like, and then get back together with the boyfriend.
Yeah, so this is the guy that went to the jail guy.
Oh, jail man?
We call him Nick.
Okay.
This guy would come in and out of my life whenever he wanted. And he's blocked on everything now, but whatever. So he used to come in and out of my life whenever he wanted. And I would be in a relationship. And, like, I just always had that, like, for me, it was like this, what if he's going to act right now? Or, you know what I mean? So I've always wanted to, like, I always felt the, like, urge to, like, cheat on my boyfriend with him. And it literally ruined, like, my 2-year relationship. Well, that guy was a piece of shit, like, the guy I was dating. But I noticed that, like, for me and, like, the effort I was putting into the relationship, it, like, halted it because I was always thinking about that other guy when I literally should have just dumped the guy I was seeing and tried to, like, pursue things with jail guy so I could just, like, see if, like, it's worth thinking about him. Does that make sense? Like, am I wasting my time thinking about him? Yeah, I should have broken up with my boyfriend and just, like, saw what happened with this guy. And you don't have to, like, if you want to do what Becca wants to do, you don't have to, like, tell your boyfriend or anybody, like, I'm breaking up with him because I like this guy. You don't have to, like, ever tell anyone. You could just say to your boyfriend, hey, I need a break to work on myself for, like, a month or two. And then behind his back, like, no one needs to know, you could try and pursue things with the guy that you want to be with.
It's kind of like The Notebook.
Exactly. And if things work out with that guy, then great. You did the right thing by breaking up with your boyfriend. And if they don't, then you can go back to your boyfriend and know that, like, there is nothing left in the past.
But also, maybe this isn't good, like, healthy advice.
No, it's definitely not healthy, but it's the only thing I can think of that
you're
works.
young. Like, who cares? And you're a girl. Like, who cares? You can do whatever you want. Like, you're not... Relationships should not feel like jail. Like, you're not in jail. Like,
I always say that to, like, my friends. I'm like, you are 21, 22 years old. Like,
you can do
your
whatever
relationships
you want.
are not as serious as you think they are.
No.
Like, I know they think you're, like, they're your whole world when you're in them, but I don't think until you're in your, like, mid-20s, like, 20...
No, until you're, like 30.
Well, yeah. But I'm saying, like, especially in your early 20s and you're in college, like, relationships are really not that deep.
No, it's not that. It shouldn't be that deep. I mean, if you love him, whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, I think you just have fun.
Yeah. I'm not saying cheat, but I'm saying,
no, don't cheat on him because that's just sad.
You're young once.
You'll hate yourself.
So you don't want to be 30 and looking back and being like, damn, I wonder what would have happened if I pursued, like, so-and-so instead of my boyfriend. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think you should just, like, follow your heart and, like, do what you think, like, feels right. And if you feel like you have feelings for this guy, I think you should go for it.
Yeah, I think so too. I think you break up for a week.
Yeah.